guys, welcome to my channel. Sorry, it's weird. I want to look over here where the start and stop button is, but I think I need to look over here, so I'll try to look over here. So this, I think, is going to be a new segment, maybe. We'll see. This is hauler time. My name is Amy, and this would kind of be the dark side of doing hauls, right? Because what do you do with all the stuff that you buy? Well, I, by nature, am a hoarder, sort of. Well, yeah, I think I probably have crossed over that threshold. I am super sentimental. It's hard for me to get rid of things, and I've been really enjoying doing this channel and hauling things from Temu and other places that I've hauled stuff from, and I plan to continue to do that. But what is it costing me in my life, right? So a lot of us haulers joke about the mounds of stuff that we have, and a lot of you ask us, what do you do with all that stuff? Well, some of the stuff I use, some of the stuff just sits, some of the stuff I store or whatever. And because it's kind of an expensive thing to do, unless you get sponsored by a lot of people, which I don't, I end up spending a ton of money, and I need to put the kibosh on that a little bit. And so I think I'm going to start supplementing my videos with a series on hoarder hauls. I don't know, hauling hoarder. I don't know what I should call this segment, but I'm going to start in my office. I've tried to do this before. I had I don't know, I think I did maybe 4 videos on declutter with me, and that worked okay, but it's hard for me. I got to be in the right frame of mind, and I don't know how, this may be the only video I do in this series. We'll see. But I'm gonna, at least in this video, I'm gonna show you some things that I've got, or what my office looks like today, and talk through it and what I think I need to do. Some of you will say, throw it all away, probably. Part of me thinks just torch it, but alas, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to, sorry, I had a message on my screen. I'm going to flip this around and then I'm just going to show you my office. You guys have seen, if you've been a longtime subscriber, thank you for one, but you've probably seen in the very beginning when I started filming these videos, you could see a different view of my office than you can now. So now we're just going to see the whole thing. And I will say this is very hard to do because it's embarrassing, right, that I can't control my stuff. And it's not as simple as just don't buy anything new. It's just not that simple. And those of you that maybe are in the same boat as I'm in, no, it's not that simple. And I appreciate that some of you are very, very organized, and oh man, I feel like I'm shaking. So if this whole video has been shaking, I'm so sorry. I need to get one of those things, I guess, where it doesn't shake. I'm a mess. So anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, this is really hard to kind of share this side of me. So not that I don't talk about it, but talking about it and showing it are two different things. So anyway, this is my office. This is where, when I'm not actually working on site for my company, I work in this space. It's also the space where I do my videos. And gosh, I hope there's a way to like get rid of the shaking. It's an earthquake. Sorry. I have no muscle tone, so holding this, I need to, like I said, I need to get a thing. But anyway, I'm sorry. I need to cut some of this out, right? But this is my office. Be kind with your comments, because one thing about those of us in this predicament, if you've watched the show Hoarders, they don't ever want to get in that predicament that they're in, and they want help, but you've got to be kind about it. And that's not to say no tough love, but you just have to be kind about it. So anyway, let me flip this around. Hopefully, if I can figure out how. Okay, well, this is weird. It's not letting me flip it, so I'm going to stop it and then just start a new video. So hang on. All right, so here we are, standing outside of my office. So a lot of the stuff that I haul never makes it out of this space. So let's start over here. So when we had a flood a couple years ago, we had to totally gut the basement, and when we came back, we decided we were going to make 2 bedrooms down here for our kids, and then an office for me and like a game room for my husband. And the idea was that I would get these shelves, and if it didn't fit on the shelf, I couldn't keep it down here. So you can see how well that's worked. Old computer, but we've got, and I even had the shelves labeled. So I've got bins with, they're down here on the bottom. I've got my knitting bin, and I want to say that may be a genealogy bin. And then as it goes up, it's just more stuff. Some, you know, I try to be organized, but we know how that goes. And then I've got my Temu shoe container things up there that I started to try to organize. And then it goes all the way up to the ceiling with memories. And I think this right here is jewelry stuff, diamond painting stuff here in the center. Oh, sorry. And anyway, so it goes all the way back. You can see my desk back there. I mean, look at this. This is horrible. I'll tell you what, if I ever show this, somebody's going to be showing up at my house wanting to take me away to the loony bin. So anyway, here's the other side. Got my Cricut stuff. I've got this crate, this black crate is here from when I tried to do my decluttering, and it was stuff I was going to sell, and I only took the time to sell one thing out of there. But all of this stuff is sitting on my really nice keyboard that I can't get to anymore. And so I can barely walk through here. But you can see I've got all kinds of Temu stuff. I mean, it's just terrible, right? I've got my Cricut stand and my Aldi cart that is full of stuff. And, you know, this is me trying to be organized, but nevertheless, it's not a random sock. Stuff from my last Temu video, which was over a week ago since I was on vacation. This is the little table where my computer that I film my videos usually sits, but I took that with me on vacation and haven't put it back. And where my ring light should be above those batteries. And I'll show that picture just because they're in disguise. That's 3 of my kids from a long time ago. And you can see I've got my overhead camera thing set up. And it's just a mess. I've cleaned off this desk on camera multiple times and it never sticks. And then if I get back in here, there's stuff all under all under my desk. All my nail stuff, some random shoes, just other things that I put down here, and stuff under that. I literally have no extra space, right? And I've got my file cabinet, all kinds of stuff up here. I mean, you guys see this stuff on most videos, but my trash can that's overflowing. So yeah, so this, I really need to be my focus. And what I think I'm gonna do is, well, actually, let me go back and let me safely back out of this space, and then I will go back to, actually, why don't I just sit down? And then I'll finish up this video. And here's the thing. I don't want these to be short videos because I don't want them to get roasted by another channel. So hang on, let me stop this and go back. Okay, so yeah, so that's the mess of my office, which is not the only mess I have in my house. And I think what I'm gonna do is I kind of want to get all the stuff out of here and then bring the stuff back. And that's a pretty common process, but I will say I've done that before. And then what's happened is that the place that I've like taken all the stuff to get it out of this space ends up being a mess for a long time. So I don't know, that may happen with this again too, but I have a storage unit that has very few items in it. And I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and either box stuff up, or some of it's already in plastic totes that can just be taken. And I think, so it shouldn't be this hard, really. But it is, it's a sickness, maybe. I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm either going to box it, or I'm going to, if it's in a plastic tub already, I'm going to take that to the storage unit and try to get everything out of here except what I have to have for work. And then maybe the storage, some of the storage containers. Like, I don't need to take all those shoe boxes to storage, maybe just the stuff inside, but then leave myself with kind of the bare bones setup that I want down here, with containers, empty containers that I can then start to fill. But then the dilemma I have is, do I just take the stuff out and take it to the storage unit, or do I go through it to get rid of any trash or something I don't want to keep before I take it to the storage unit? And that's where I always get stuck, because once I start that, then I never get anywhere. And I feel like if I just take the stuff out, that then say I don't know how many boxes this is going to end up being, but let's just say it's 20 boxes worth of stuff. Then I can go grab one of those boxes and bring it back one at a time and kind of sort through it then. So I think that's my idea. My husband's already said that he would help me get the stuff to the storage unit as long as I got it boxed up. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm nervous because I don't want to fail again. I fail every single time, and I want there to be, I don't want to be that idiot that just keeps trying to do the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't know. I need to grow up, right? Adults aren't supposed to have these kind of problems. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think we're going to have a new series on this channel to help supplement videos, because I need to have some videos that don't cost me anything. And it's related to hauling. It's like the dark side of hauling, like I said. And I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be, I'm putting myself out there, for one, to help me, but maybe this helps. Maybe there's somebody else that has this problem, and maybe you just want to have me on while you're cleaning, you know, yourself or something. So it kind of is a declutter with me kind of idea, but I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, that's what's coming. And I was thinking I might set up my tripod with my camera to film doing the actual getting the stuff out of here and the eventual refilling. Just make it a whole thing. Stick-to-itiveness is not another one of my strong points either. So if I make no promises. This may literally be the only video that goes up about this. But for those of you that pray, I would certainly covet prayers that I can make it through this. I mean, the Bible says we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. And I realize that this is probably not at all what that verse was intending to talk about, someone's junk. I mean, this whole concept of materialism, I don't know. I can't imagine that was a thing back then for most people. Certainly not to this extreme. I mean, people just didn't have that kind of money, and there just wasn't this kind of fluff, right? And that's all this is, right? This is hobbies. This is first world problems. So yeah. So while it seems frivolous to request prayers for something like this, there is obviously some things inside of me that need work. And I do believe that God helps us with those kind of things. I mean, it's, you know, getting out from underneath oppression, because, you know, I'm being kind of ruled by my things right now. So I don't know. I keep going off on tangents. And maybe my inability to articulate this clearly or well is a symptom or a sign of just the real struggle that I've got here, just looking at all this stuff. I mean, it's overwhelming. And it was so nice to be on vacation last week because we were in an environment where there was no stuff. There were no personal items except what we took there or what we bought while we were there. And so it's overwhelming to be kind of free of those burdens and then to have to come back in it and think, oh my gosh, you know, because it's just overwhelming. So I guess I'll let that lie. And this is so weird because I like looking at you guys. But I don't think I'm doing that very well on here. But anyway, if this is something that interests you, hopefully I'll have more than this one video coming. And any kind of emotional support that you want to offer, please, please, please don't go off on me about how horrible it is that I've got all this stuff. You won't be saying anything that I haven't already said to myself so many times. So I'm hoping that maybe we can just partner together and go through this together in a kind, gentle way and make some progress and make some videos. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, right? I mean, that's all I can say. So thank you for spending time with me in this different kind of video. I'm going to have to see if there's other things I can add to this, or maybe I'll just mark that nobody can use footage from this video. I think there's an option for that in YouTube. So maybe I'll do that so that nobody can come and react to me. But anyway, wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Please take care of yourself and know that if you are struggling like me, well, we're in the same boat. And I guess let's just see where this takes us. But anyway, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.